Me and Moll being old, or starting to get on a bit, here comes the terrier. Terrier enters stage left. Hello? Love it when the camera's about, don't you? Yeah, we was reminiscing the other day, and we thought we'd put this out here before we completely forget about it.
Yeah.
1962 and 63 are the particular years we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
What happened then, Moll?
Well, it was the big freeze. It's never been known again since, thankfully. We were only very young at the time, weren't we? We were only kids ourselves, 7, 8 years old, something like that.
But this big freeze was countrywide.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't just in selected areas. I think everybody got it.
Yeah. So when did it start? Can you remember?
It started
Boxing Day.
Boxing Day. So December the 26th, 1962, and it carried on until about what was it? February, wasn't it? Yeah. February 63.
Or thereabouts.
Thereabouts. And when they say a big freeze, my life, it was a big freeze.
We'll tell you about it in a bit. So, the big freeze. God, it was cold.
I've never seen so much snow in all my life. I mean, obviously being kids, it was great fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We used to build illegal ice rinks on the footpaths, on the roads. There wasn't a lot of cars around in those days.
And the spoil sport people that would be our age then,
Yeah.
came out and put salt and fireplace ashes on it, so we couldn't.
We were little villains,
So you used to get water and throw it down so it froze.
And we, on our little green, we had a little green opposite where we used to live, and my brother and some of his mates and the rest of us, we all got together and we actually built an igloo.
Yeah.
And the local paper, the Express and Star,
which is in Wolverhampton.
They actually came out and took some pictures of it. But it really was so deep. I mean, there were drifts in places of up to 20 foot.
Yeah.
And, in those days, there was no central heating, no insulation in your roofs.
No,
there was none of that luxury, was
there? I mean, I can remember my dad opening the front door to go to work, and as he opened the front door, there was just this snowdrift. And
balmy, wasn't it?
My dad took his pipe out of his pocket, put it in his mouth, lit it up, and he went, "Bloody hell!" And that's all he said. And then shut the door again. And I'm like, "Whoa! I can't wait to get out there and play."
Yeah.
And it lasted for absolute months.
It did.
I mean, if I remember right, I mean, in those days we hadn't got the luxury of double glazing, so all inside the glass froze. And you didn't have quilts in those days.
No, it was all sheets and blankets.
Yeah, sheets and blankets.
And hot water bottles. There you go. There's Christmas idea of this year. We're all watching.
Yeah, save energy. Yeah,
save energy. Energy.
Buy a hot water bottle.
Buy your other half a hot water bottle. I'm sure they'll appreciate it.
Yeah, but the thing is, okay, everything stopped for a few weeks. We had to queue for water because the council sent a water wagon round, and we used to queue with
and they
buckets.
couldn't collect the rubbish, so your bins didn't get emptied because they just couldn't get the wagons round, could they, and all that?
No.
And apparently they even couldn't, I don't know whether this was all across the country, but in some places they couldn't even bury the dead because the ground was frozen solid.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it wasn't good, was it?
Yeah. My mum tried to kill me and bury me, but it was...
I often say you're the living dead.
Yeah, I certainly am.
So even on some parts of the coast, the Kent coast, the sea up to a mile out was actually beginning to freeze. So you had that, you had the canals freezing over.
The Thames was frozen.
The Thames was frozen. So it was really it was quite a tough time. But that generation, our parents, grandparents, they were quite a tough, they were a tough breed. And the men and the women, some of them did work in those days, they still used to get to work. They used to walk. Yeah. They used to walk through all this snow and battle away to work.
Yeah, and that was after dragging us through the snow
to school. Yeah, we had to go to school.
Yeah.
Could you believe it? But the funny thing was, though, the one thing that did manage to get through was the milkman.
Well, everybody goes on about electric vehicles.
Yeah.
Don't they?
Yeah.
The milk float was probably one of the original electric vehicles.
Yeah.
And because it carried so many batteries and it was so heavy, it actually got through the snow.
But what you got on your doorstep when you went out to collect it was a totally different thing.
Yeah, because it was so freezing, it looked something like this.
Right, so that's what the milk looked like when you fetched it off the doorstep.
Yeah.
But when you got to school, in those days we used to have
a milk monitor.
A milk monitor, and you used to have free school milk. It used to come in little bottles like that. Well, no, they came in little bottles like that with a bit extra on the top like that of frozen milk.
Milk, yeah.
My life, I'm not kidding you. We thought we'd died and gone to heaven at first because you think it's like a frozen, milky ice lolly, you know. And we, Archie.
Carry on. I'm being terrier.
I can see.
Aren't I?
And we used to have little putting me off now. Little boilers in the corner for the heating in the classroom, and we used to put the bottles of milk around the edge.
Interrupting, it wasn't a classroom. It was like an outdoor cabin.
Well, it was a hut.
It was a hut.
It was a hut.
It would not be allowed today.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So we used to put these milk bottles around the edge of this heater and wait for it gradually to go down, and then you were allowed to drink it. Well, my life.
Did you ever get ill?
Oh, it's a wonder we didn't. It's a wonder we didn't have really upset stomachs.
Botulism and stuff like that.
Yeah, because it was just absolute. It was sort of like just off war, you know. And it was, it was absolutely foul. But anyway, we drank it and we survived. We were made of strong stuff in them days.
Yeah, and the other thing was as well, it was so cold. We used to get icicles hanging.
Oh yeah, they were wicked. Yeah, they were.
Some of these icicles were just amazing. So here's a couple of pictures now of some icicles.
Oh,
so there you go. Icicles. Now, if that actually happened today, health and safety would be, we can't have that.
No.
And they'd cordon the road off in case somebody got harpooned with an icicle, wouldn't they?
They were massive,
They
weren't
were,
they?
yeah. And
I just remembered another thing.
Icicle lollipops, we used to break them off.
Yeah. And another thing we used to do as well, should we be saying all this? We'd have the kids doing it. We used to make snowballs, chuck them up onto the roof.
Oh, yeah.
And then they used to, of course, as they came back down, it got bigger. I mean, you didn't end up with anything massive, but you could end up with a real quite sizable one. But all the houses, you looked at all the roofs, and they all had these lines going down where the kids had thrown the snowballs up.
Yeah, if you're kind of our age, like middle 60s, and you remember it, you know.
Early 60s, thank you. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Middle 60s.
Yeah, I'm all right, yeah.
Please make a comment below if you remember it.
Yeah, and what you used to get up to.
Yeah, tell us your stories about it, because I find it quite fascinating.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing as well during that time is the trains still ran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing else could move, could it?
Good old steam engines.
Yeah.
They even put ploughs on the front of them.
Yeah.
Like that. And just to clear the snow, here's a picture. Again, that'd be against health and safety now, wouldn't it?
Crikey, you wouldn't,
Train thundering through, blowing.
You get an inch now and all the roads shut down and stay at home, don't work.
Yes, sorry, the railways are closed today because we've had the wrong kind of leaves on the track.
Yeah. Oh, now it's the wrong kind of snow, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
it's crazy stuff.
now
isn't it?
we get Amber Alerts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're thinking, really?
When is this going to happen then? Did we miss it?
Have we become so much snowflakes that much snow is going to cause chaos?
Yeah. And I mean, and also as well, you know, as far as your family life was concerned, everybody lived in one room because you kept your living room warm.
Aye, all 27 of you.
And you had to put on jumpers. You couldn't walk around in t-shirts. You know? This thing of putting on an extra jumper, you had extra everything on, extra socks, jumpers, the lot. And then just before you went to bed, your mum would nip up, stick a hot water bottle in your bed, so that when you got in, it was all quite toasty, and then you could nestle your feet down.
Yeah.
And then, you know, hopefully it didn't get too cold too quick, you know.
Yeah, but they were really good days. I mean, it's like I was saying about water wagons. The reason we had to have water wagons is because all the pipes were frozen.
Yeah.
You know, you turn the tap on and just nothing happened.
Yeah. I know one thing we used to do, or Mum and Dad used to do, which was not a very good idea when you think about it. They used to put really hot boiling water down the sinks. Yeah? But they did just put the plug in sometimes and then just let it go out gradually. And it used to keep the pipes free.
Yeah.
How we all didn't have burst pipes, I do not know.
Well, we probably did, but we probably never noticed. But you know,
oh dear, it was good fun.
It was novel. It was an adventure, wasn't it?
Oh,
it was
God,
a massive adventure for us as children.
Yeah, snowball fights.
Snowball fights.
They don't allow that, you know, now.
Really?
Oh, kids can't play snowballs in the playground. They can't even go on the playground.
What? Why?
Because they might fall and hurt themselves.
Oh, bless them, little petals, eh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we thought we'd make this video about this.
Yeah.
Because you know.
Well, it's something interesting or different. Yeah. That happened in our lifetime.
So if you've watched us this far on the video, thank you so much.
Well done.
Yeah, well done. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to kind of do a montage.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah. Of
pics.
Yeah, pictures of yeah.
Right, before I forget, I was down the chemist, down the village the other day.
Picking up our prescriptions.
That's another thing.
The drug run.
The drug run. And I bumped into this lovely young lady. I mean, she made me jump a bit because she said, me and my husband love watching your videos. I went, oh, thank you.
Oh.
It took me quite by surprise, you know. But I didn't get your name, and I'm sorry, I should have asked me. I obviously wasn't thinking clearly as usual. But it was really nice for somebody to say they watched them and they really enjoyed watching them.
Yeah.
Even if it was only for the fact that they liked to see Archie.
Yeah.
Us, they probably weren't that worried about, but as long as they saw the dog, they were quite happy.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, we've got friends we'd hoped would follow us and support us, but no, they don't.
They're not true friends, are they?
No, they're not true friends at
We
all.
know who they are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah, thank you so much. Today's Friday, Saturday, the 8th. Moll's off to Ali Pali for the craft and whatever
it's a
show.
knitting and stitching show at Alexandra Palace.
Oh, I'm so excited.
You're not going.
Oh, that's the reason I'm so excited. See you soon.
Don't forget to comment,
Yeah, like, subscribe, press the thingy button and everything.
Everything else.
Yeah. Peace and love. Bye.